I can tell you this guy was county judge for several years. Great judge. I'm telling you, outstanding. But I know where his heart was at, because there wasn't too many days that I didn't talk to him. Every 2 or 3 days I didn't talk about things. And he always talked about these people right here. But these kids that they're playing. And that's what this is all about. Sometimes we forget about the small things you do. I don't know how small this is, but this is big. This is big right here. There's just a bunch of guys there. The seniors, most of them are going to college. They'll play baseball next year. That's a credit to him. It happened when he's here. Most people don't know that. I try to remind them of it all the time. All these people that want to talk about everything except baseball, I try to remind them what happens right here. And the park is full of kids, full of young people, more than it's ever been. And he would love this, I'm telling you. He would love this and cherish it a lot.
Remember, the judge is the judge, with fiscal court. But I remember the Stratton family from way back in the 50s when I was a little kid growing up in the Little League. And I can remember Doc Hayden, Bobby Stratton, Robbie Shackyer, and others. I can see them liming that field over at the old baseball field, where the old swimming pool was. And that was the park system we had at that time. We didn't have this. We had the old swimming pool, and we had the tennis courts, and we had the baseball and the football field. And that's what we had. And you've all honored Dr. Walters the last few days with his retirement, what all he did for the park system. But Judge Stratton is equally important to the park system as Dr. Walters was, because he was one of the founders of any kind of recreation you had in this community. And I know for a fact that he took money out of his own pocket and bought kids ball gloves and uniforms and tennis shoes and things to play when their parents couldn't afford it. And he was, I can still remember the station wagon, but one of them that he drove, and they hauled all the equipment in. You all do too. Of course, they all grew up in the Highlands, and they had a grocery store up the street from my dad's service station. So I can remember them way back, and I remember all the good things that Judge Stratton did for this community, not just as a judge, but as when he was just Bobby Stratton. And he's raised a fine family of wonderful people with wonderful values. His memory is going to live on in Shelby County for many, many years. So thank you all for coming. From him was one of the first Little League players. He played out behind his house for years, and then they put a team together, and they were all in. The mayor was wrong. We didn't live in the Highlands. We lived in Eastern. That's right. We were like a band of brothers out there. They put us all together and started the first Little League. We all played on the same team, and after the first year, they split us all up because we play every night behind Mr. Stratton's house. But anyway, the thing I want to bring about was when I was younger, your all's age and even younger, 6, 7, 8 years old, never realized what kind of person Judge Stratton was. I knew he was kind, I knew he was giving, I knew he was always on the go. You couldn't keep up with him even at 8, 9 years old. But now that I look at it now from this side, from when I'm older, he was probably one of the most dedicated community servants that I've ever known to come through Shelby County. I'm not talking about just when he was a judge. He did a lot of things. As I remember, like he was a pioneer in Little League baseball. I can remember up there helping him, going in that old concession stand and getting all that equipment out and dragging the field and burning the field with gasoline. Boy, wouldn't that be a whole nightmare now. So we could get ready to play. And all those different things. I've got a lot of memories, and I don't want to go through all those. It'd take all night. But anyway, he was a dedicated servant to his community. He did a lot of things. One thing I will tell you that you probably don't know, at Southside Elementary there's an annex, little classrooms, and I can see Mr. Stratton now. The comment was made that Southside was getting overcrowded and they needed some classrooms. And I know he jumped right up out of his chair and he said, I'll get that done. We'll get that. So we got Donald Hamilton's father and my father and the Long brothers to donate the blocks and the mortar. And my dad and Joe Hamilton went up there and built walls and everything for that classroom so those kids would have a place to learn and to continue their education. So that annex was built by Mr. Stratton. Pull it. Says in memory of Robert Bobby Stratton, 1922. Leader in the recreation of Shelby County citizens, founding father of the youth baseball in Shelby County, recipient of the Friends of the Boy Award, Optimist International, American Legion coach, Kentucky Commissioner, American Legion, Shelby County Parks Board member, Shelby County Judge Executive, and a 2008 member of the American Legion Hall of Fame. This is our memorial to Judge Stratton and to his family and children.
Grandchildren are already taking advantage of the over on the t-ball field, and so the family, certainly we are humbled, we are appreciative, and we thank the Parks Board, the city, and the county for their efforts in this, and we again just want to thank you, and you know, words can't describe how we feel about the recognition that you've given our fathers. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
When you're getting all this, I'm hoping so you can make a better wall than we. Cleveland gives you.
No, you're fine. Glad
Keep it going.
Dad would have been proud of all this big park. My goodness, he wouldn't have believed all the things, you know.
Well, the kids love it.
Right.
They,
This is wonderful.
oh my gosh.
I didn't dream.